Okay. Now, once you have enough data, enough ground truth information, what you can do in order to make sure that the model is adapted to your documents and use case is to train a new model. And we have added a page dedicated for this process. I'm showing here another project for liver cancer, right? So this is another internal project we have worked on a while ago about, liver cancer patients. You have here examples of presentation notes, and then very complex taxonomy we have focused on because we wanted to extract a lot of entities, very fine-grained entities. Here we have some assertion status labels, also some relations and classification. So as you see here, we have a lot of tasks, right? So 500 tasks. But in general, best practice is to have at least 50 examples for each one of the entities or for each one of the choices in your project in order to be able to train or tune a new model. Now, even for training and for tuning models, you don't need coding skills. Everything is abstracted behind this interface. And based on your project configuration, you can select what you want to tune, the relation extraction model, the NER, or any of the classifiers that you have added to the project. Now, for instance, for training an NER model, you just select NER from the training type. You select the license here because the NER, we are dealing with medical models. You are forced to use the healthcare license, but in regular projects where you start from scratch or where you use open source models, you can use open source license as well, or finance or legal. We support all of them. Here you can select the embeddings that you want to use for training the model, and whether or not you want to use transfer learnings. That means that you will start from an already existing model that you want to tune for your particular documents, because as you know already, there are many models, pre-trained models out there, but if the testing data or the data that you want to use as part of your use case is different from the training data set for that model, it will not generalize well, and the results will not be very accurate. So in that case, what you can do is test the model on a sample or on a couple of tasks, and then a team of annotators implement corrections, and then tune that model, right? So in that case, you'll be able to include the base model labels and select, for instance, maybe I want to start from nerve oncology work in progress model, and in that case, it will include the base model labels and add the extra labels that I added as part of the project, if any. Then here you can select the training parameters like the number of epochs, learning rate, and so on. You can also select how to split your training data, either randomly or using the tags that I have shown previously. You can also generate a confusion matrix, and you can apply different filters on the training data by the status. For instance, maybe you only want to use the reviewed completions to train, or the submitted ones. And then you can also filter by different tags. So once you save this, you can also activate the active learning. This will automatically train a new version of the model behind the scene, and it will deploy it for you automatically. So when you import new data, the new version will be used to pre-annotate. And then you can press the start training model. Here you are asked if you want to deploy it or not after the training, but training takes a while, so I'm not going to let it finish. Okay, so this was aborted. Here on the right side, you see the training history, right? And you can also download the training logs, right? But as you can see, there is no coding for this. So there is no coding required for you to train a new model. You're just using this very simple interface. Any domain expert can just train a new model and actually exploit all the experience and knowledge that was included into those annotations by the domain experts and try to transfer it into an AI model.